Life and My Money House. Get a financial health check. Visit mymoneyhouse.com.au today.
Welcome back to Eagles Radio. We are talking with club icon, legend himself, Stephen Horn. We'll be with him shortly. And we're here all thanks to Kirkbride Seafood, from the ocean to them to you. And Hawley is brought to us by BCE and CJ Electrical. They are proud partners of the Woodville West Torrens Footy Club.
Hawley, mate, just as Bonds is reading your illustrious stats and achievements through your career, mate, I did notice 191 games, 9 shy of 200. Obviously, We know what we get for life membership there, getting 200 games. Mate, how did the ending sort of come about, and were you tempted to go on and get to 200?
Oh, look, to be honest with you, Tom, I probably went on to try and get, not to try and get 200, we just won the flag in 2006 and I wasn't able to play in that, so I thought I'd play another year, and Ron Fuller was keen for me to play another year as well, and hopefully get to 200 games, hopefully win a flag. Had a pretty good pre-season, and then just in a trial game, we're playing Sturt at Fairview. Actually, I hurt my foot, and it was something that I wasn't sure. It took a while to. It was actually I forgot what it's called, but it's the one where Robert Harvey jumped off the table.
Syndesmosis?
And
is that that?
No.
Was it plantar fascia, was it?
Plantar fascia.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. And so I sort of kept playing for a few weeks. I played round one. That was my last ever league game. We played South down in Encounter Bay, and then it just got too much that game. I sort of had injections to play, and then had a few weeks off, and sort of come back, and it was still no good. And I ended up missing about 12, 14 weeks with it, and then I was unfit and getting old and past it, and so it sort of come to an end that way. So that was disappointing at the time, but time heals everything, and so it's nothing that phases me at all anymore. But at the time it was disappointing. But that's how it sort of finished up, Tom.
Fair enough, mate. And you did touch on the 06 flag. How does that sit with you still missing that game, and why didn't you play?
That was disappointing at the time. I actually. I suppose it's what happens when you get a bit older. But 2005, I had groin issues, and I was able to sort of get through the finals. We played 4 finals that year, and I didn't train at all, and I was able to get through, and we played in the grand final, and we were a big chance of winning that game. We were up by about 10 or 12 points, sort of late in the second quarter, but a couple of things went against us, and anyway, so we thought that the groins had come good over pre-season, but they didn't, and come about February or March, I had an adductor release on both of them, and sort of missed about the first 5 or 6 games, and come back a bit too early and hurt it, and then got back and played a couple of games in the twos, and then I was on my third league game. We were playing Centrals at Woodville Oval, and I was playing on Daniel Shell, and sort of had him covered. And Aaron Shattuck was actually coming back with the pack, and sort of jumped up to spoil, and his backside hit me right in the head and knocked me out cold. And because I was knocked out straight away, I didn't land with my legs where I wanted them to go, and I did my medial ligament and missed about 8 weeks. And then came back, with last minor round game, played a couple of games in twos, was emergency to the grand final. Sort of missed out that way. So that was a bummer at the time, but I'm sort of, it's not something that worried me for too long. I mean, I'm very very grateful for my career anyway, and I'm not jealous in any ways of the boys winning flags. It'd be fantastic. It would have been fantastic, but at the end of the day, it's 15 years on, it's only a memory. So I'm all good with it, mate.
All right, Hawley, now you were a bit of a cult hero at the club, and I even remember standing on the hill behind the goals, screaming out your name, and when you did the big spoil or the big grab intercept mark.
Yeah.
Did that sit well with you? Were you comfortable with the attention you got from the Eagles fans?
Yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it. Because I wasn't sort of a player that got enjoyment out of going out there and like winning games of footy for the team, and getting 25 possessions and kicking 3 goals. I was just like this bloke who didn't really touch the ball much, but just spoiled the ball. So if I had a bit of a cheer squad of 10 blokes behind me on their 4th or 5th can, I was more than happy to play up to that. And I got a lot of enjoyment out of that. I remember all those all the boys sitting there. So yeah, no, that was great fun. I really enjoyed that.
Now, we've spoken a fair bit about your on-field capabilities, Hawley, and we obviously understand the champion you were, mate. But I have spoken with a couple of your mates, and I mean, no prizes to guess who I've spoken to. And I know you were pretty good value off the field. I want to run you through, or just get your thoughts on an incident you might have had at the sandbar. And do you recall your days at the sandbar, Hawley?
Yeah, not too many times after about one talk, but before then I remember.
Well, I think you boys were treated with drink cards, and for whatever reason, something you did ceased that, I guess, gift from the sandbar. Do you remember what you did?
No. That's not a true story. Don't listen to that, bloke. We had plenty good times there. I think we sort of started up the sandbar there for the first few years. Bunner, his name was, who gave us drink cards, and we made the most of them, and we were there most Saturday nights, had a good time. So
the umbrella stayed on the balcony, did it?
Yeah, as far as I know, mate. As far as I know. It was still up there. I haven't heard different. Have you?
I think I've heard different.
I shouldn't ask that question.
No, you probably should. You might leave it there,
no
mate.
Camera phones back in those days. So there's probably no evidence. So play on. Look, what are you doing? What are you doing now with your life? Are you still involved with footy? What are you doing for a job, family wise?
Yeah, I've just got my own pressure cleaning business. Just got a few guys working for me doing that, and just family, wife, 3 boys. Got twins that are 13, and eldest boy that's 15. They all play at Henley Sharks, and I've coached my lad who's the 15-year-old. I've coached him for the last 5 years out at Henley, so I get my footy fix through that, and that's been a lot of fun. Helping out the boys. Down at Henley. So that's pretty much where I'm at the moment, lads.
So the next generation of Hall in an Eagles jumper, is it a few years away?
Maybe. Who knows? We've had one of the lads going through the junior program there. So
good.
He goes well. Gets a kick, and the twins. They're I don't know what. They're sort of they're mischief, those two. So they're very tiny at the moment. They're the smallest kids in the team by a fair way. But they kick the ball well and they love it. So time will tell.
Hawley, just to finish off, mate, you did touch on, your still connection with the Eagles. Do you still watch the boys play? And obviously I'm part of that to some degree, but do you still keep an eye on what we're doing?
Oh, absolutely, Tom. Yeah, definitely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, I go to as many games as I can. Went and watched the boys Port Alberton as well. Go to all the games out of sort of around the western suburbs. Glenelg's just only 5-10 minutes down the road, and Westies and that. So I go to all the games, mate. I couldn't go on Saturday, but mate, I was checking the scores like every 3 minutes, pretty much. So I was actually working and. Probably cost me about an hour. Could have got home about an hour earlier.
Sorry, mate.
But I'm into it, mate. I'm into it, and Sika was there and had about 14 missed calls from him after we got about to a 4-goal lead. He just kept ringing me continuously. He was that excited. So he gave me a 15-minute rundown after the game. So I go to all the games and follow it really passionately. So Definitely enjoy still watching the boys play.
Mate, that warms my heart, and I'm sure it warms the heart of all the players and all the fans that are listening at the moment. It's awesome. Mate, look, we can't thank you enough for giving up your time tonight and being part of Eagles Radio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and it's great to have a chat with you and reminisce about some good times of Hawley at fullback.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Bonds. I've had a good time. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Hawley. So, Stephen Hall there, club icon, and it's all thanks to BCE and CJ Electrical for all your electrical needs. Great supporters of the Woodville West Torrens Footy Club for more than 10 years. After the break, we'll have a look at the injury report. All thanks to our good friends at Good Life Health Clubs. This is Eagles Radio, back for the final quarter very, very soon.